Dr. Zhivago by Boris Pasternak. In fact, it needs to be added as adapted for the BBC because this note refers more to the dramatization and less to the original work. In fact, this is the third time I'm no more. He's keen on the clouds of, but no more. And the first time I encountered, so to say, Dr. Zhivago was in the fabulous film by David Lean, where you have Omar Sharif in the title, in the lead role, wonderful. Rod Steiger, Potolește-te, and a group of amazing actors. The film is shot with amazing skill. We're talking about the author of Lawrence of Arabia, in fact. Lawrence of Arabia, which is one of the, if not one of the top 5 best films of all time. It is there in the top 10. Not because I say so, because I think Afi says and other critics. And I remember from the film the scene where they attack the protesters and Dr. Zhivago comes to help. The shooting in the jealous incident, the young revolutionary going with that train, and then Zhivago in the middle of that winter, and that house isolated. Alec Guinness trying to meet with a young, supposedly daughter of his brother, Yuri Zhivago. Wonderful. The book, after the film, I did not like, but I'm still excited by what I saw in the film, and so when I had the chance to listen to the play, I took it. So I'm over the first episode with some mixed feelings. I'm not as dissatisfied as with the book. My expectations were lower, and positive psychology recommends for our well-being, our happiness, to lower our expectations. Here's one case where it makes sense. And I was shocked by the new beginning here. In it, there's a scene where we have a bandit, a villain, coming to this house. It's 15 years after the revolution, so a period of famine and mass suffering. Contrary to what the communist propaganda said, even here in this country, we learn communism is heaven. We all knew it's the other thing, but I mean hell. We had quite a few jokes on that. But he says he heard in the pubs or somewhere that they have money, lots of money. They have a relative who keeps claiming he sold a cow for 1 million rubles or kopecks. I don't know how they come with that figure. Anyway, I'm sure there was inflation. I'm sure, we know from the storyteller that it was an exaggeration. But the bandit thought he's up to something, and we're also told that villains were rummaging and roaming the country after this revolution, and they were able and willing to kill you for a cucumber. So if he thought there would be not 1 million but a couple of rubles or kopecks, he was in. And it's striking and terrifying because he says to the woman, tell me where the money is. She understands it's a death danger and she says, look, it's in the cellar. No, I don't believe you. You go on. I count my feet. You go ahead, take this girl. You take my girl. And she's thinking, and she's the narrator, and we know from her perspective, well, yeah, she would send me in and close the trap with this guy. And he says, well, it's not your daughter, isn't she? She's, or is she? She's, you don't care. And we hear her thinking, smart guy. No, I'll take this one, the young one. And he takes Yurishka, or whatever his name is, I forget. Okay, I'll go and have a look with him. No. And he goes with this little baby crying. And the woman, his mother, shuts the trap over him, sits on it, and starts laughing. While the guy from down there says, look, I banged his head. She laughs. I'll do it again, and you hear cries. And that's the girl, the narrator, keeps explaining that she went off, she was crazy. And then there are no more cries, and she says the soldiers came, they took this guy, they tied him to the railway track. We hear the train because this is an audio drama for the BBC, and it's terrifying. And I can say this without any spoiler alert because this is not the end. This is just the start of the play, the story. Terrifying.